This video is to address the effectiveness of flame safes and fire poly FP100 applied to an I-joist. The I-joist in this video has already been subjected to this fire test. At the point we're going to place the Bunsen burner will be close to the joint of where the web meets the flange. The flame will be exactly on the web portion, the purpose of which is to show that it will not affect the lamination at the joint. This video is a continuation of the test that was conducted for flame safe, fire retardant wood I-joist, part 2. This will be noted as part 3 of 3 for the testing. During this test, we will also monitor the temperature at the upper part of the I-joist. This particular I-joist is set in a horizontal position for demonstration purposes, with the fire applied directly to the web. Under the International Residential Code for 1 and 2 family dwellings, which is section R501, there is an exception known as exception 4. Wood for assemblies using dimension lumber or structural composite lumber equal to or greater than a 2-inch by 10-inch nominal dimension lumber or other approved floor assemblies demonstrating equivalent performance of the specimen. Fire tests conducted on untreated 2x10s indicated that the maximum flame, sustained flame that is, on an untreated piece of wood, timber, will only be from 8 to 10 minutes before it fails. We are going to conduct this test for substantially longer than the 8 and 10 minutes requirement. This is on a specimen that has already been subjected to the test for over 1 hour. Ordinarily, to get a 1 hour fire rating on any I-joist, wood I-joist that is, you would have to wrap it in 5/8 inch fire coated gypsum board. Flame Safe's fire poly coating is a high intermittent coating. An intermittent refers to the amount of expansion of the coating itself and the carbon char. Carbon char is lighter in weight and insulates the substrate being burned from the fire. Under the ASTM E119 test, the requirement usually starts at 1400 degrees, which is what we have got this Bunsen burner set at this time. In the ASTM E119 test, the temperature climbs to approximately 1800 degrees during the test. This test is only a simulation of the ASTM E119. Tests conducted at Intertech on oriented strand board, OSB, indicated a flame spread rating of 0 with a maximum flame front of 10. And on I-joists, the maximum flame spread was 0, and the smoke developed was approximately 80. Now that is under the ASTM E84. The ASTM E84 is some indication how the resulting flame front will actually adapt itself to the ASTM E119. The ASTM E119 test is set to the complete assembly system. It is not based on a single component as in the ASTM E84. It is the complete assembly that is tested, usually in a 7-foot by 7-foot box chamber with numerous burners at the bottom, or a 8-foot by 10-foot, or sometimes a 14-foot by 16-foot box in with numerous burners at the bottom. All of flame-safe products have been tested by accredited third-party laboratories. FlameSafe is one of the few companies that publish its test reports online. To view those test reports, simply go to flame-safe.com. On the left-hand side, click Products. It'll take you to our products page. Under products, you can obtain the MSDS sheet, the technical information, and the test reports. Any reputable manufacturer will get their products tested by independent laboratories and will be happy to publish the results if the product works well. If they don't test the product, then clearly they don't have much faith in it. And if they do test it and don't publish it, the results, well, that certainly leads you to doubt that the results were very interesting. In many cases, a manufacturer doesn't understand its own product and can't tell you what specs are and can't show you detailed reports of tests conducted by independent laboratories. Then I think you have the answer to how much you can trust them. You'll notice the timer. We have already passed the rate at which a nominal 2x10 would have failed. At this point, I'm going to increase the gas flow to the Bunsen burner. To simulate 1600 degrees. To view part 1 of the previous burns on this same specimen, simply enter flame safe, fire retardant wood I-joist, part 1, or enter flame safe, fire retardant wood I-joist, part 2. Prefabricated wood I-joists are used in approximately 50% of new wood frame construction in housing. When compared to sawn lumber, wood I-joists are stronger, stiffer, and lighter in weight. They do not have crowns like many species of wood, such as yellow pine or spruce or Douglas fir. They make for a very straight and level floor, and their span is greater than 2x12s of comparable dimension. The specimen that we are burning here today is a 11.5-inch I-joist. All of flame-safe products have been tested by third-party accredited testing laboratories, including Underwriters Laboratories, Southwest Research Institute, Intertech Testing, Diversified Testing, United States Testing, Department of Agriculture Testing, Maxim Technologies, the Institute for Fire Safety in Europe, and many more. It's important to take note at this time. The burn test has exceeded twice the time, that is the burn time, of a standard nominal 2x10 floor joist. This web specimen is only 3/8 of an inch thick. It is important to note that the intermittent has increased to such an extent that it even protected the glued joint between the flange and the web. At this point, I'm going to dim the lights so that you can witness the flame on the intermittent coating. The temperature of the flame at this point is approximately 1700 degrees. I know many of you have witnessed other tests that are conducted online, these small-scale tests, where they use propane torches and so forth for 30 seconds or 1 minute. It's important to note that we have already conducted this test under sustained flame for 27 minutes so far, and we will continue. We have just passed the 30-minute mark on this test. No indication of failure on the specimen. There is no other product on the market that even comes close to FlameSafe's flame spread ratings or can sustain the type of burner or test conducted with this burner test as FlameSafe's Fire Poly FP100. FlameSafe Fire Poly FP100 can be applied on job site, or you can order fire retardant I-joists directly from FlameSafe. Remember to view parts 1 and 2 of this test. Simply enter FlameSafe Fire Retardant Wood I-joist Part 1 or FlameSafe Fire Retardant Wood I-joist Part 2. FlameSafe manufactures the most effective fire retardants available. FlameSafe coatings are made for thatch, a product that's thatch safe, for paper, for plywood, for lumber, for timbers. And FlameSafe Fabric Safe has been tested by numerous testing agencies for fabric under the NFPA 701 and the Federal Aviation requirement known as FAR 25853 A and B. FlameSafe has been tested for the International Maritime Organization, on plastic or composite piping systems, for pipe under pressure. During the last 10 years or so, numerous companies have come on the market making claims that they have products that pass numerous tests. The consumer should beware. If a company cannot supply you with an accredited third-party test, you should beware. Many of these companies are unscrupulous. At FlameSafe, our motto is be safe, live safe with FlameSafe. We will not sell any product unless it has been tested by a third-party accredited laboratory. Remember, this test is only a simulation. However, many simulations that you can see online and videos that companies claim that their products can perform simply are not true. This is a consistent flame on the specimen, and we have just passed 35 minutes. FlameSafe's Wood Products Division manufactures vacuum pressure impregnated lumber, plywood, and timbers. As well as its coatings. Many government agencies specify FlameSafe or FlameSafe products, including United States Secret Service, United States Army, United States Navy, and the Air Force. Numerous manufacturers in their manufacturing facilities specify FlameSafe products, such as Boeing, Chrysler Corporation, and others. Weyerhaeuser ran tests on FlameSafe to manufacture fire-retardant cardboard at its Jackson, Mississippi plant. All spec packaging uses FlameSafe fire retardants. Universal Forest Products utilize FlameSafe fire retardant pallet lumber. Tests conducted at Southwest Research Institute for Weyerhaeuser utilizing FlameSafe's PaperSafe on corrugated board that it passed the ASTM E162 and the ASTM E662, the radiant panel test. FlameSafe products have been accepted by the New York and the Boston Port Authority. FlameSafe's products is specified at the Javits Center in New York City and McCormick's in Chicago. FlameSafe is also a partner with FEMA under its Project Impact for high fire hazard states. This test is being conducted in real time. Remember, for part 1 of this test, simply enter flame safe, fire retardant, wood, I-joists, part 1, and flame safe, fire retardant, wood, I-joist, part 2. We are going to continue this test for approximately 18 more minutes, or until failure occurs, whichever comes first. That will mean we will continue to test for 1 hour. For those of you who get bored, simply fast forward the video. Flame spread rating for flame safes, fire retardant plywood under the ASTM E84, which is the UL 723 or the NFPA 255, showed a flame spread rating of less than 5. And on exterior fire retardant lumber, flame spread rating under the ASTM E84, after being subjected to the ASTM 2898, which is the accelerated weathering, had a flame spread index of less than 10, the lowest in the industry. Flame Safe also manufactures a product, Thatch Safe, for fire retardant thatch. Thatch Safe has been tested at diversified laboratories and achieved a pass rating far exceeding the standard. Flame Safe has also been tested on its coating, Fire Poly FPCC, on styrofoam. And again, far exceeded the standard. Fire Poly 100 has a specific gravity of 1.50 in most cases, but never less than 1.45, depending on the temperature and humidity on a particular day. The solid content of flame-safe Fire Poly FP100 is 51%. It is a water-based product that's safe to use, environmentally friendly. What one needs to look for when evaluating various fire retardants is the solid content. Some products have solid contents of less than 15%. That means it's 85% water. Beware. Then view, sometimes you could view their MSDS sheets, and their MSDS sheets will show one amount, and then their technical data sheet will show a different amount. Obviously, companies like that do not understand their own products. Be aware of a company that tells you that they cannot give out the test reports that they had conducted on their product. Test reports are not proprietary. Or one test does not treat all substrates. If they conducted a test on oriented strand board, that does not mean because they passed the test on oriented strand board, they would pass the test on fire retardant plywood. Likewise, that does not mean they passed the test on fire retardant lumber. If they passed the test on fire retardant lumber, does not mean that they would pass the test on fire retardant plywood. Each substrate is different. Different species of lumber, different types of manufacturing of panels have different flame spread rating that are inherent to that particular product. One product is not sufficient for each substrate unless it has been tested accordingly on that particular substrate, whether it's under the ASTM E84 or the ASTM E119 or the ASTM E162 and 662 or the NFPA 701 or the FAR 25853 A and B. If you'll take note, the temperature is ambient at the opposite end of the specimen. That is approximately 71 degrees. The heat did not transfer along the board because of the insulation factor of the intermissient coating. Nor did it travel up to the upper part of the I-joist. As you can see in this video, the intermissient coating actually protected the glued joint between the flange and the web. Some things to remember. When it comes to fire, safety comes first. It's best to prevent a fire at the beginning. To view more of this video, remember, go to Flame Safe Fire Retardant Wood I-joist Part 1. Flame Safe Fire Retardant Wood I-joist Part 2. Don't take chances with fire. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to call 1-800-333-9197. A qualified staff member will always be willing to give you some assistance. We have experts on hand at all times. For more information on Flame Safe, go to flame-safe.com. Our email address is fireprod@aol.com. Fireprod, FIREPROD. All small letters. Thank you for watching.